High School Library at 6:50 p.m. If everyone can please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, if we could please get a roll call.
Mr. Wallace. Mr. Brady.
Here.
Mrs. Knight.
Here.
Mr. Leppish.
Here.
Mr. Lovelace.
Here.
Mr. Paulus.
Here.
Ms. Ranky.
Here.
Ms. Stewart.
Here.
Mr. Townsend.
Here.
Okay, an executive session was conducted prior to the public meeting at 5 p.m., June 17th, 2026, in the Leechburg Superintendent's Office to discuss legal issues, contracts, personnel, and board relations. All right. Under agenda items added, any discussion on the 2026-2027 Community Guidance Center Agreement? Anybody have anything? Under 3.2, the payout of unused vacation days, any discussion on that? No? Okay, under 4, board member resignation. A motion is needed to accept the resignation of Rebecca Bloss, School Board Director, effective June 17th, 2026, as presented.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. 4.2, proposed candidates presentation. Okay, first, are we just going to have everyone speak now? Okay, perfect. All right, first is Ashley Bauer.
Good evening.
Good
I'm
evening.
Ashley Bauer. I would like to thank you for the opportunity to introduce myself and express my interest in joining the Leechburg Area School Board. I have proudly called West Leechburg home for the past 8 years. During that time, I've deeply invested in our community and most importantly, the success and well-being of students. I'm a parent of 2 young daughters, one who attends the district and one who will be attending the district next year. I have personal stake in ensuring that the Leechburg Area School District continues to provide a safe, supportive, and high-quality education experience for every child. Professionally, I bring a diverse background in education, leadership, communication, program development. Throughout 20 years in education thus far, I have worked with children and families from birth to the age of 18. I have served as a teacher, a principal, a director, a curriculum developer, an educational advocate, a member of a school advisory board, and several middle states accreditation teams. Through these experiences, I've developed strong skills in collaboration, problem solving, strategic planning, and building relationships with diverse groups of people. They have taught me how to listen thoroughly, evaluate information objectively, and make decisions to prioritize long-term success. Beyond my professional experience, I'm passionate about advocating for children, supporting educators, and fostering meaningful partnerships between schools, families, and the community. I believe that when student success is built upon trust, transparency, accountability, and open communication, when families feel informed and engaged in part of the process, schools become stronger and our students will thrive. If selected to serve on the board, I would approach the position with an open mind, a willingness to listen, and a commitment to represent all stakeholders. My focus would be supporting academic excellence, ensuring fiscal responsibility, promoting student staff safety, and maintaining transparency in the district decision-making. I understand that the school board service requires collaboration, thoughtful leadership, and the ability to balance differing perspectives while always keeping students at the center of every decision. There are several areas where I believe the district has the opportunity for continued growth and improvement. First, I'd like to see continued progress towards tax equality among Gilpin, Leechburg, and West Leechburg. From the discussion at our last school board meeting, it appears that we're moving in a positive direction. I welcome the opportunity to be part of those conversations and ensure fairness of all taxpayers. I'm passionate about student academics and their achievement. Every student deserves the opportunity to succeed, regardless of their learning style, background, and individual challenges. I support establishing policies and initiatives that promote equality, support diverse learners, and improve the educational outcomes of all students. Community involvement and engagement is another area I believe that deserves continued attention. Strong schools require strong relationships with communities they serve. I'd like to help bridge the gap between the district and the public through transparency, open communication, and active listening. Families and community members should feel heard, informed, valued partners in this educational process. Additionally, I'd like to better understand why so many families have chosen cyber over our traditional brick and mortar school. While cyber education may be the right fit for some students, I believe it's important that we examine why 52 students in our small school are currently moving that direction. We need to discern whether these concerns involve bullying, school culture, academic needs, communication, or other issues. We should be willing to ask difficult questions, listen to the families, identify opportunities for growth and improvement. By addressing those concerns proactively, we can strengthen our school and encourage more families to choose and remain in the Leechburg Area School District. Leechburg is more than the community I live in. It is a community where my children are growing up, and I care deeply about the future and would be honored to contribute my time, energy, and experience to help our district continue to move forward. Thank you for your consideration.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, next we have Matthew Tardivo.
Hello, everyone, board members. My name is Matthew Tardivo. I have 3 children in the Leechburg School District. I reached out to get involved mainly because my kids have been in multiple school districts, especially my oldest. I have seen problems in public schools and not just Leechburg. Not saying that Leechburg has a bunch of issues, but all school districts have issues, and I want to make a difference. I'm a military veteran. I served in the U.S. Army. I was injured and then discharged, and now I just argue with the VA from day to day. I do not work. I'm a full-time stay-at-home father, so I'm always available, and I'm always taking on any issues that my children bring to my doorstep. I want to be involved in the district more. I want to help out the children. I'm always active with my kids. I always try and get them involved in extracurriculars. My kids are involved in the extracurriculars with Leechburg currently. My daughter is in the sports programs, as well as my children are also in the Little League. And my youngest son is in soccer currently. I would like to be able to help more if anybody needs my assistance. That's about all I have. I mean, I'm just here to help. I have all the time in the world, and I'm driven. I'm focused. I have technical background, over 20 years of IT infrastructure and technology support. And I've worked with a myriad of people from all walks of life, and I'm interested in helping out and being supportive. Thanks.
Perfect. Thank you, and thank you for your service too. All right. Okay, discussion on appointment of school board director. Any discussion?
I feel that at this point, it's not time to close the application process. So I feel that we need to table it. We have 2 strong candidates right now, but we don't want to discourage somebody else that maybe is still planning to, send a letter and submit. Is that
So,
not what you said that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so we just accepted Rebecca tonight, her resignation.
Right.
So we have 30 days from today's date. So that'll be
Right.
July 17th. Like you said, we have 2 very strong candidates, but we have 30 days to receive more.
Right.
Okay, so we're.
Do we need a motion to
table?
It is a recommended action here for a motion, so let's.
Okay.
Table it.
So we would have to
make a
do
motion?
You,
4.42,
Ms.
table.
Stewart, you made a motion to table in a second, and then,
Okay.
so there needs to be a second to table, the board so chooses.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Aye.
Motion passes. Now, 4.4 is obvious, we have to do a motion to table that as well.
No, that's just the procedure.
Just the procedure? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Any public comment on agenda items? No? Okay.
Do we need a roll call vote for that? No?
Huh?
For that
We don't
table,
need a
do we
roll
need a
call.
roll call vote for the table or not?
Elizabeth Lee, all in favor?
All in favor,
That's
yeah.
14.
There were no nays, so.
No
There
nays.
were
There
two.
was-
There
Oh, there were two nays.
4-2.
Oh, I'm sorry, I did not hear you, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Okay,
We will need a roll call vote for
Okay.
that.
Can we just go back, have a roll call, vote, please?
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't hear the nays.
I didn't hear them either, I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
I'll start yelling a little louder.
Yeah. All right,
So 4.3, we need a roll call vote, for table.
Mr. Lovelace,
Table.
Mr. Paulus,
Do not table. So no.
Ms. Stewart,
Table.
Mr. Townsend,
No.
Do not.
Mr. Brady,
Table.
Mrs. Knight,
Table.
Mr. Levis,
Table.
Ms. Rankin.
table. Okay, so motion to table passes.
Can I just add too, that for the two people that spoke here tonight, thank you very much. Thank you
Yeah.
for your interest. Please don't think that we're delaying it because of anything you did. We just want to make sure that anybody that is interested has the chance, and we have so many more days left to have it open. So I appreciate both of you being here and
Yeah.
what you said. So please don't be discouraged at this point.
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you very much. So we're done? Okay.
Also, I'll say thank you, Jamie, for being
Do I
here.
need to- no,
She left, okay, good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we do have a comment on agenda item. It was Ashley Bauer. I'm assuming that's what you,
Yeah.
Present, okay.
Just in case.
perfect, okay. No, you're good.
I said just be safe, Philadelphia.
Yeah, thank you. That's okay, thank you. I just wanted to make sure. Yes, and I totally agree with Candy said. So thank you both for coming. We just want to make sure everybody has the opportunity to apply since this is just accepted tonight. Under board committee reports, Ms. Stewart for intermediate, or the Aaron Intermediate Unit.
Okay, we met last night. I unfortunately was unable to attend due to a family commitment, but I did get their action report, so I'll just share a little bit. We did have a reorganizational meeting. The president is still Michael Burdick from Homer Center. Our vice president is still Charles Glasser from Marion Center. Our secretary is still Danielle Patterson from Aaron IU, and our treasurer is Greg Cessna, who used to be here, but now he is there as their business manager. And another, like there were a lot, it looks as I read over this, there were many, bill pays and approvals of different department things. But one of the things that I did notice, and I have a question actually for Dr. Keebler here. One of the things that we do yearly is approve student teachers. And why don't we ever get to, why don't we
We
get
get
student
one,
teachers?
we didn't get one this year. It's probably been 2 years since we had a student teacher there. Part of it, I don't know if they're choosing from here and there. We didn't get a part of, some of those other districts are paying their student teachers.
Oh.
And it was part of that state grant. There wasn't enough funding for it. And I really didn't want, and it was even for internal teachers who were getting stipends to have a student teacher. I got a little bit uncomfortable when they said, hey, this teacher who has a student teacher may get paid and this one may not.
Oh, okay.
So it's been a little bit, it's been the last 2 years that part's been on there. The last time we have an answer, I usually put it out to the staff, but we haven't had.
And that's been, I used to get them whenever I taught here, and it was a lot different back then though. And the two students that we did approve last night at the meeting were IUP students, and they're actually just going to be with Aaron teachers, Aaron staff. So it could be a locational type as well. And then the only other thing I'll say that it does involve our district is that it was approved for the agreement for pre-K count services for eligible children. And that is at a cost to not exceed $197,800. So that one, since it hits here in our district, I'll share that with you. And now we don't meet again until August. I think we skipped July. So that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. The Lenape Monthly Report, Mr. Lovelace and Mr. Lepish.
There's a thing on your table to vote for Darlene Snell as the treasurer for Lenape. We have a meeting tomorrow night at 6:30, so you're welcome to come.
Thank you. The Armstrong County Tax Collection Committee Report, Mr. Brady.
No meeting.
The PSBA Member Liaison Report, Mr. Paulus.
Thank you. There's not much to report on. It says PSBA Policy Portal and Keystone Agenda Trainings. There's some trainings on mypsba.org that we could attend. The PSBA legislative platform proposals are accepted through June 26th. There's courses in foundational AI use for school leaders that we could attend, and school law workshop for our solicitor will be in October. And that's all I have. Just lots of meetings, lots of trainings, stuff like that. That's all I have.
Thank you. Okay, moving on to administrative reports. Dr. Vargo.
Good evening. Just as a piggyback to Ms. Stewart about the student teachers, we have had a number of students who come to do field work as well. Now that's not technically student teaching, but we've had those students kind of peppered in. I think also too, a lot of schools allow students to pick where they want a student teach at. So a lot of them go back to their home school versus being placed when they used to do those types of things. But we have had some college students come through the doors here in the last couple of years here that have done field work with a number of our staff members. So, okay.
Thank you.
Well, obviously summer is here. We had a successful end to the school year. I would just like to congratulate the graduates. I thought the ceremony went really, really well. Couldn't ask for better weather. Students did a great job with, the speeches and everything like that. So if you were able to attend, I thought you saw a great ceremony there. I was very appreciative of everybody's efforts and things like that. So that was a successful end to their journey, and I wish them the best of luck moving on to whatever their endeavors are beyond that. As for the summer items, right now I'm currently working on the master schedule. So that just involves a lot of back and forth with Power School and sorting things out and figuring out sections. I'm working with Mrs. Martin as we do that. And also too, we do have a vacancy, so we'll be scheduling interviews for those things coming up here to try to get the best candidate, for a replacement, for one of our staff members there. So that will be coming up, and hopefully we can get it hired in July or August. That's kind of the main focus, to have those things done and completed by the early part to mid-July, and then we start turning on to looking at getting things ready to go for the next school year. Any questions?
I just want to ask you one thing.
Sure.
So I talked to a board director in Indiana. They were talking about, they use some student teachers to help in the classroom, like with students struggling, and it's a program they have running with all 3 counties up there. Do you feel like we would benefit from anything like that, or do you feel, and the only reason I'm asking is I feel like it might be a really good opportunity if we are having.
Yeah, I mean, I think any type of quality person to give help, is a benefit.
And I know we lost schools around here, like we
Sure.
lost colleges.
Sure.
I
So,
don't know.
regardless, I think if you have a quality person who is interested in whatever they're doing to help out students, I think with some direction that could be very impactful. So I would welcome any type of assistance for students. The other thing would just be kind of the logistics part of it, that if a kid has a gap in their schedule with study hall, sometimes it's a struggle, like us chasing kids down to get them to go to seminar period and things like that. But at the minimum, we can at least look a parent in the eye and say, hey, look, we tried to help out. Here are all the things we're offering. If you're not showing up for these things, I can't, hold your kid here, against their will to do that. So, certainly if you have any literature or anything like that, I'd be more than happy to kind of.
I was thinking it might be a cool thing to look
I
into
know
it.
Indiana uses a bunch of them just because they're close to the
Because
college.
it's college, yeah.
But that was always the logistics of it. It's a great program they have in place. It's just trying to make sure they have the time to get here.
Yeah. I wonder if it's something like we could check into, like with them to see what they're doing, if we could be a part of it or.
The university is that our superintendent meetings each month.
Perfect, okay.
And I'll look into that and see
Yeah.
what it would look like.
I mean, just an idea to.
No,
it
Even
helps-
if you have
it
one or
helps
two
you
people
guys,
that could help out,
Yeah, it helps kids, it helps you guys. I just didn't know if you felt there was a strong need, if that was something you.
I mean, I think you can, I think you can always get stronger with writing and mathematics,
Yeah.
just because, it's, just not the math and content itself. It's critical thinking, it's problem solving, it's setting you up to figure out a process when something's difficult, regardless of what that is. Like, those are all very beneficial things that, that helps a growing mind or a young mind.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
absolutely. So, all right.
Perfect, thank you. Mr. Komar.
Hello, everyone. Echo what Dr. Vargas said, the end of the year I thought was very smooth. Pre-K graduation I thought went really well. Kindergarten graduation, again, really nice. Staff did a fantastic job putting those together, as well as the 5th grade farewell. All good events to end the year. Like Dr. Vargas said, I'll be working on the master schedule as well at the elementary, putting some of those pieces together, and then ultimately coordinating with him and Ms. Martin to make sure the master schedules all fit and we're utilizing everybody where we need to have them. Don't want to necessarily talk about August just yet, but we do have the kindergarten friendship trail scheduled. So that's going to be on the 20th of August from 10 to 12. So we're putting those pieces in place as far as getting the bus and the cafeteria and all those things. So that's always a really nice transition event for our incoming kindergarten students. Wrapping up the year, we did our end of the year MTSS, and I'm working on also all my special ed reporting for the year. We do have a special ed audit coming up, so I chose February. We got to choose the month between like 4 different months. I figured February's, there's not a whole lot going on in February, so that's kind of the sweet spot. So we'll be doing our audit in February of 27. So I'll be extremely busy at that point. Kind of on a real serious note, we have a student at the elementary going into 1st grade that's having some really significant medical things going on. So I just came from the PTA meeting. They're gonna want to partner with the elementary and do up a collection. So the teachers are reaching out to the family, tonight, and they're gonna kind of put a wish list together on Amazon. So PTA asked me to talk about that at this meeting and let everybody know that they're going to go live. We're going to try to do a week worth of collection, and then we'll make sure we get all that stuff down to the family. So make sure everybody's there and everybody's thoughts and prayers. So any questions for me?
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mr. Cericio. I didn't see you back there.
Good evening, everybody. Just a few updates from the Buildings and Grounds Department. We have reviewed the quotes for our boiler PM agreement and presented that to you for award this evening. We will be gathering quotes for PM agreement on the entire HVAC system, and we should have that ready for next board meeting. In the grounds area, we reached out for some additional outside help on our grounds maintenance for the school campus, for this campus as well as the football stadium. We plan to retain that service until we're back up to regular staffing level in the maintenance department. In regard to the building, for the roof, we have also assembled quotes for a small roofing repair that needs to be done that will hopefully buy us time to get to the next opportunity at a roof replacement under a capital project. And we have submitted that to you for award this evening as well. The multipurpose room walkway, I know this is another project we're queuing up for repairs. We're awaiting a quote from one more contractor, and we'll address that project with you in the very near future. Summer cleaning has commenced. We've begun doing floor work in the elementary, and we'll see how far we get with the level of refinishing that we're doing. Rest assured, the entire facility will be cleaned before our teachers and students return for the fall semester. But the floor renewal efforts will take more than just this summer. So we won't hit all the floors in the entire facility. I want to commend our custodial staff for getting behind these efforts, as what we're doing this year is a departure from the way things have been done in the past. They truly have responded well to the new program. The learning curve is mostly behind us, and we appear to be gaining momentum on a daily basis. As part of this effort, we're reviewing all of our equipment in an effort to dispose of anything that's in poor condition and repair anything that is still viable. And I believe on this evening's agenda, you have one recommendation for disposal of a piece of equipment that's not repairable. And we'll probably have a couple more once we get through everything that's in the boiler room. That's it for this evening. Do you have any questions?
No, thank you.
Thank you.
We were just talking on the way over, everything looks so clean and smells so clean, so thank you. Yeah. Okay, Ms. Summers. Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Emily Summers. I work with the nutrition group, so I will be the new food service director here. I've been with nutrition for 6 years, working at Wilkinsburg School District. So, yeah, I will be here.
Thank you for coming tonight, Emily. Just wanted her to be able to put a face with what's going on, look as we transition to the nutrition group over the summer starting next year. And just so the community and the rest of the board knows, we had, Ms. Stewart was part of the committee when we reviewed some of the stuff. But looking at the new ideas, we're looking and really trying to get some feedback from our kids, and so that we can promote a healthy lunch, breakfast program with them to get them involved, that they're enjoying what's going on with that. So we look forward to our partnership with Nutrition Group moving forward.
And I did bring a cookie cake for her.
Oh,
Added
there's
bonus.
already.
There's
that cookie we were talking about.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Andrew.
And welcome.
Okay, under business reports, Mr. Chaplin.
Sorry for that little delay there. Good evening, everyone. For our meeting this evening, attached to the May cash reconciliations and financial reports for your review. As always, update on general fund cash on hand at month end. We sat at 4.9 million. As I told you last meeting, will drastically continue to drop down during these summer months, but we do have to look forward to a large state subsidy payment in June for our basic ed, special ed funding, as well as retirement and transportation subsidies to boost the available cash on hand. Getting into the budget transfers, we had a handful completed in May, just year-end stuff, just trying to cover final expenses, and we'll have some more through June. The list gets into the Westmoreland IU placement tuition, mileage reimbursements, and to move funds for musical payments for different vendors. We conducted open enrollment during the month of May. I'd like to thank all the staff for adapting and completing the new online form that I brought out this year. I know there was some heartache for some folks to be having to do it through an online portal and completing every piece of it, but vital for us to have that information for the budgeting process, and we want to make sure our staff has all their dependents covered. Getting into our insurance, I met with MGI Insurance, which is the Gleason Insurance Group that we currently are through for our renewal for the 26-27 school year. They did a fantastic job and have us binded at rates that are equivalent to our current year premium. So we had some increases across the board for our property and liability, but they were able to save us in the workers' comp area a good amount of money switching to AmTrust from CM Regent. So we were able to balance from there. Also, while meeting with them, there's a new coverage going around for the 26-27 school year. It's pollution coverage, which provides coverage on any asbestos or lead that may be found within the school. We felt it was a great time to add that coverage with us conducting asbestos and lead surveys coming up. With this coverage, it was an additional $5,000. So even with me adding it, we were just over a couple $1,000s from this current year, what we're paying for premiums. We felt Mr. Cericio is having those surveys conducted. If there is any asbestos or lead found, if any community members were to file a suit over that, we have that coverage moving forward, that we have insurance to go to battle for us. On for approvals tonight, we have the government software agreement, which is a yearly renewal. That's for the Armstrong County tax bill printing. As Mr. Cericio stated, and I thank him very much for his services so far in his first year here, we have the boiler preventative maintenance contracts, something that when he first got here, he told you all he was going to start to dive into rather than reactive maintenance. We want to get to preventative maintenance. So with this agreement, it's our recommendation to award it to Huckestein this evening. You can review the 3 quotes attached. They were very competitive pricing, and the coverage that they provide throughout the agreement is exactly what Mr. Cericio was looking for. And as he stated as well, with the roof repair, since we tabled our capital project for new roofs, we have temporary patches to deter leaks until we get ready to do a full roof project. Also on for this evening is the Homestead Farmstead resolution. As I stated previously, our 2026 state allocation went up slightly. We'll be at $778,626 for 1,657 approved parcels. So when you divvy that up, it'll be $469.90 in homestead relief for those approved parcels. I believe it was $462 last year, so a few more dollars going back to the taxpayers with the increase in allocation. As Mr. Paulus informed you during his PSBA update, they have launched a new web base to replace board docs. So on for agreement or approval for this evening is the district to move to Keystone Agenda and Policy. Dr. Keebler, myself, and Jamie sat through a training webinar for the agenda, or excuse me, for the policy, and it is much more advanced, much more user-friendly for our needs here at the district, and they will assist us with the rollover from board docs to PSBA.
Mr. Chappell, just to add to that, if there's anything so that the board needs training, we'll put something in place if it's much different from that. But everybody in RIU has also switched over under the recommendation of PSBA on that move. So it seems like it's a much better project or product, and I believe they built it internally, bringing the company in to build it so it meets the needs of all the schools.
As
Another
Dr.
meeting
Keebler
has
said,
carry over from previous one.
Yeah, they're going to work. We paid for them to transition everything to keep it so we don't lose it.
as Dr. Keebler said, I have full belief in PSBA. If they had a vision to build this type of software, for them to leave their agreement with board docs, they had a better plan and vision in place than board docs currently. The Community Guidance Center, that was a late ad. I just got it from them. I rushed to get it added in because it is effective July 1. It's a continuation of service with them, and I wanted to have that agreed for any student needs that may arise over the summer so we can help those students that need that type of service. Are there any questions or comments before final budget presentation? Okay, getting into our final budget for the 26-27 school year. We had some slight changes with our revenue. Just a brief overview. Local revenue will consist of $7.1 million, which is 42.86%. Our state revenue, $8.8 million, 53.67%. The little differences there with the state revenue, with a retirement notice that we received, FICA PEASers reimbursement, that lowered our reimbursement back from the state because of a new teacher salary at lower step. Our federal revenue, we had a slight uptick there. I added in our quarterly access reimbursements that we put through from access, and that was about $7,000. I don't know why it wasn't in the budgets previously. I figured I'd just throw it in because we've been doing a great job, and I thank Mr. Komar and Mrs. Moore for their help and assistance. I think we're getting more out of our access billing and reimbursements. So our overall total budgeted revenue for next year, $16,564,000, $1,676. Here's where I get into the unfortunate part of the presentation, our expenditures for next school year. We're looking at an overall budget expenditure of $17,596,211. Of course, the primary makeup is our salary benefits, consisting of $6.8 million and $5 million in benefits. As you can see in our 500 line, for other purchase services, that is a lot of our tuition placements as well as transportation agreement. So that's why that's a large number of 2.9 million. The expenditure changes I wanted to highlight this evening from the May proposed budget. As I've told you, Mr. Cericio, after meeting with him, we wanted to get into the budget the high necessity needs of repairs within the school. One being the preventative maintenance contracts to try to get in front of larger scale reactive things. I did increase our utility cost budget. You all see it at home. I'm seeing it right now. The air conditioning's turned on, so the electricity bill's through the roof. So I had to up our electric and natural gas just to reflect what this school year expenses look like. Getting into the capital improvements, the roof patch, the multi-purpose walkway repairs, and with the roof patch quotes that we received, we have a good one that came through that we believe could fill in for a potential turf repair that Mr. Cericio has brought to your attention. It's that divot along the sideline that doesn't affect the play for football, but it does affect the play for soccer. So with that lower quote that we got, we feel we can potentially fit in the turf repair. And another driver, I thank Dr. Keebler for his partnerships with PIFC and soliciting other soccer organizations to rent out our facility. Any rental revenue that we get up there can definitely go back to capital improvements needed at the stadium. Our cyber charter tuition, this is my dagger for the evening. As I presented last month, we were in the 900,000 range. We're now unfortunately over $1 million for 49 students enrolled. We just had 4 new enrollments this past week that I received. It's a family moving into the district that's already enrolled in Commonwealth Charter. As one of our applicants for the board this evening stated about wondering why those 52 now, it'll be 49 with the graduates, why they're opting to go to these cyber charters. Dr. Keebler can attest to this. I'd say probably out of the 49, 25 have never stepped foot into the Leechburg Area School District to see our staff, to see our facilities, to see our programs. A lot of them are transient populations moving into the district that have never given us a chance. So as we've told you before, we partnered with the AIU to create a video to promote the Leechburg Area School District. And I thank Dr. Vargo and Mr. Komar and all the staff and students that participated to help create this video. Once it's available, we'll present it to you all here. But our plan with that video is Dr. Keebler, myself, trying to recruit Dr. Vargo and Mr. Komar, so the admin team will go door to door for door knocking to meet with these families, show them the video, show them what we have to offer, as well as the policy that we put in place to incentivize students to attend the Leechburg Area School District. Our overview of revenues and expenditures, as we saw last month, we were in the 900,000 range. With those 4 new enrollments, that was an additional $64,000 plus to the budget just for 4 students. So that unfortunately puts our deficit at $1,031,535. I have that $402,000 in budgetary reserve with the hope that nobody else goes there or we have no special ed outside placement needs that we have to place. If we did not use that reserve, our deficit without the use would be $629,535. Getting into the real estate
for this evening, you guys authorized the use of A23. And as you can see, it looks different than last month with the assessed numbers and the millage rate. So when I was going to put in the final budget to PDE, I had discussions with Ben Haft, the director of finance with PDE, and he stated the way the Act 1 index verification works within the system, the calculation for the assessed values needed to populate differently than how the district originally interpreted it. So I thank Mr. D'Alfonso and Dr. Keebler for their assistance. They helped me out with Ben to make sure we were within compliance of Act 1, but also still achieving the goal we had at hand to get uniform taxation. So once we made these adjustments, as I said 1,010 times now, higher assessed values equal lower millage, lower assessed values equal higher millage. So we're just flip-flop now. The assessments are higher and the millage is lower, so we'll be at 16.39 mils. I've worked with Armstrong County Government Software, who does the tax bill printing with them, and Westmoreland County to get all of the necessary information for each parcel, taxable parcel, so we can apply the new assessed value and the millage rate to process tax rolls. I wanted to show you guys this because this is what the taxpayers care about most, is what is my tax bill going to be? So in May, when I presented it, the assessed values were lower with the higher millage, with those tax bills of $1,411, $1,406, $1,407, and then for a higher market value home in the 400,000 range, we had 5,200, 54, and 5,298. When we got things squared away with Ben, I worked for 6 hours on Saturday afternoon because I was so stressed out from my emails with Ben on Friday that I wanted to get this right before Wednesday, and I'm glad we got to this point. So our updated final assessments with PDE and Ben, as you can see, here's the original tax bill from our 25-26 school year. When we get to our uniform school assessed value, those are higher. But our tax bill, 1411.23 versus what I presented in May, 1411.31, 1406.62, 1406.69. So we got to where we needed to be. I'm thankful for that. And before I go to, I think, my last slide, I just want to open it up to questions or discussion now rather than breezing by. So does anybody have anything on the board regarding this? Okay. And I commend you all as well for your hard work and support to get to the end goal that we've had for a very long time. Looking at our general fund balance overview, taking it back 5 years, and then looking at next school year with that proposed deficit of $1,031,000, our beginning fund balance is $3,941,320. If we had to use all the budgetary reserve, we would be looking at a fund balance of $2.9 million. If we didn't use that reserve, we'd be at about 3.4, I believe. So obviously, it's going to be our summer work to begin to recruit students to come back to the Leechburg area so we can offset that expenditure for cyber charters. And I'll also continue to evaluate our healthcare costs and how we can better those costs while giving our staff the benefits that they deserve and are entitled to. Any questions or comments on the whole presentation?
So our estimated general fund balance at the end of next school year is almost $3 million.
Yeah.
And that includes the deficit coming out of the general fund.
Yep, that includes this year's deficit and the deficit for next school year. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
For your hard work.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Jake.
Yeah,
Thank you all. I appreciate
very
it.
good job. Thank you. All right, the LEA President Report, Ms. Mundell.
Good evening and happy June. Happy Pride Month. June, I'd like to highlight graduation because we made it. And some of them are leaving and spreading their wings. In pre-K, we had 20 students graduate. 16 of those will be moving on to kindergarten, which is a high success rate. It takes a lot to get kids ready to come to school, and it's okay when they have to stay back in pre-K another year. We had 52 kindergarten graduates, and 49 of them are moving on to first grade, which is another great success rate. And for our senior high students, we had 42 graduates, and they're off on the adventure of their lifetime. Some of them are going to college and universities, some of them are entering unions, some are off to trade schools, and some of them are just off to work and do what they will find out in their next steps. Any questions for me? Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Okay, under personnel, 2026, 2027 non-athletic supplementals. Any discussion on those? The 2026, 2027 athletic supplementals. Any discussion on that? Tenure recognition, Catherine Benicki and Courtney Shalecki Schramm. Any discussion on those? Resignation of employee number 858. This is a retroactive approval. Any discussion there? Resignation of employee 875. Any discussion there? The paraprofessional part-time to full-time position. Any discussion on that? Retirement of employee number 378. Retroactive approval. Any discussion there? Okay, under financial reports, any discussion on the budget and finance items, the checklist, the June financial dashboard, the budget transfers, May 2026 cash receipts, May 2026 food service, the general fund balance sheet, the general fund year-to-date expenditures, the general fund year-to-date revenues, the May 2026 Leechburg cash reconciliation, the profit and loss statements, the ProSoft General Fund Treasurer's Report, and the student activity balances, all from May 2026. Any discussion on any of that? On the 2026 to 2030 Aaron IU Elect Program Agreement, any discussion on that? On the LERTA application, any discussion there?
No, I think we're going to table.
Oh, I'm sorry.
For further
Okay.
investigation into it.
Yep. So we need a motion to table the LERTA application.
Motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. That's tabled. The 2026 Government Software Service Agreement, any discussion on that? The LEA MOU, any discussion there? The boiler PM contract, any discussion on those? The multipurpose room walkway at elementary repair, any discussion on that?
Table that, the elementary repair.
Yeah, that
And
one,
the
we're waiting on that.
Okay, this is tabled. Okay, a motion is needed to table the multipurpose room walkway at elementary repair.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. This one's tabled too, correct? The roof repair?
No,
This is the pack, okay.
Yeah,
Okay. The roof repair over room 305 in the elementary building, any discussion on that? Okay. The 2026, 2027 general fund final budget, any discussion on that?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you again.
Yeah, thank you very, very much. The 2026, 2027 tax levy resolution, any discussion on that? All right, the 2026-27 Homestead Farmstead Resolution. Any discussion there? No? The 2026-27 Grade Point Resources Agreement. Any discussion on that?
I can just add, that's coming out of part of the PCC grant. It's the newer one on there. It's doing the cameras, the fake detectors, and the other stuff with that. That's the remaining money to put a behavior coach in the district on there. We'll share between the elementary, high school like we had this year.
Perfect.
On that.
So that's a new behavioral contract that was in there.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not coming from district money, though. It's coming from a grant.
Okay, perfect, thank you. All right, under 9.13, the West Leechburg Baseball Field Agreement. Any discussion there?
I can add this discussion we had with the council up there. They offered their summer help to cut the field up in the field. We've been down staffing here with that, so they're going to take care of it for the summer, not the ball fields on it, but just the field up around it where they call all the time when we don't get to it.
Perfect. Thank you. The 2026-27 Keystone Agenda and Policy Maintenance Agreement. Any discussion there? Okay, under disposal of equipment, the Roland printer. Any discussion on that? Disposal of library books. Any discussion there? Okay. And the Kaiwa's floor cleaning machine. Any discussion there? Under field trip request, any discussion on life skills to local stores for community-based instruction, various days of August 2026 through May 2027. All right, any discussion on Leechburg Tyco to West Leechburg Fire Hall for performance, August 4th, 2026. Okay, and Leechburg Tyco to Pink Day, September 19th, 2026. Any discussion there? All right, third grade to Outdoor Discovery Center at Crooked Creek, October 14, 2026. Any discussion on that? Okay. Life skills to Armstrong Junior Senior High School for Halloween themed social activity, October 2026. Exact date to be determined. Any discussion there? Leechburg Tyco to Byam in Pittsburgh for Yamada performance, February 3rd, 2027. Any discussion?
I'll just add that I'm just so happy to see our Tyco being involved in different events like this, because they're just absolutely phenomenal. And if anybody has never seen them, it's something you want to catch somewhere.
Very talented, absolutely. Okay, under use of facility request, the auditorium for the beginning band night, September 10th, 2026. Any discussion? Band auditorium for spring band concert, May 6th, 2027. Any comment? The band auditorium for jazz taiko concert, May 12th, 2027.
You
skipped
the
winter Oh.
one.
You missed
Band.
December 10th.
Oh, I'm sorry. 12.2, band auditorium for winter band concert, December 10th, 2026. Any discussion on that? Okay. Okay. All right, under 13, superintendent reports, Dr. Keebler.
Yeah, I just want to start off by thanking everybody within the district, from the admin team, teachers, paras, secretaries, maintenance, custodians, food service. We had a pretty successful year going through that, but we don't get there without everybody having a piece of that, going through that. So I really appreciate what everybody did to get to the end of the line for that school year, and I know they're hoping everybody's recharging as they go through to get ready for next year on that. Just a couple updates that we have. I hope everybody's at the stadium for graduation. Got to see we did get some stadium railings up to help assist going up there. Our plan is to get that going up even more as we go into next season with that. But it's been something we've been working on for a few years and finally got it started. We've been working, the superintendents of Armstrong County have been working with the commissioners and the drug and alcohol team, trying to look at some funding to get either a social worker or an ES worker coming in. We had one down here last year that was a part of it that we didn't have funding to continue, but we're looking at some of the opioid settlement money that came into the county. So we've been trying to meet with them. We've met a couple times now, trying to figure out, is there a way to either use some of that funding to put someone in each of the school districts, or do they have staffing already available that one could be assigned to each district to help out with that? So we're still in ongoing talks with them right now. We're hopeful the goal of it is between Armstrong, Lenape, Freeport, Apollo, and Leechburg, that with what's in place and the funding that came in for the extra funds, that we would have someone in place to help next year on that. So I'll continue to keep you updated on that. We are implementing our PCCD grant that we got this year. The order's going in. We'll be putting our new cameras, vape detectors up. We're able to order some new gates that we can block some walls off when there's activities in the evenings. I know last year we've had kids roaming through the halls and had some issues with that. This will allow us to block the building down a little bit more using the funding that was there, as well as the behavior coach that comes in with that. I do want to say thank you to Met's Food Service for their work over the last 3 years that I've got to work with them here on that part of it, and appreciate what they did and look forward to the transition into the nutrition group as we move into next year with that. I think it was important, as Mr. Chaplin talked about, our cyber charter costs, and I think it came up again on our budget. We want to make sure that we meet with these parents and find out why the 4 that just moved in this week. I know there's 25 kids that have never stepped foot on our district with that, who have moved in with that part of it. So we need to hear them. We need to figure out what's going on. But ultimately, that's our goal, to try to balance that budget as much as possible, of talking to them, bringing them in, showing them what we have to offer here. So I'm hopeful that when we get here in August, we have some good news, that we have some enrollments coming in. But that's our hope as we move forward with that. Federal program wise, we did lose a little bit over 20,000 this year. The Title IV was on there compared to last year. But I am completing those forms. I'll have them in to the state by the end of the month so that we can start July 1st with that part of it. And as we talked about, we have a roof patch going on over as we get through the end of the summer and we start in the next year. We will start the discussions on the capital improvement projects that need to be done here. We had tabled on the roofing and stuff that we were going to do this year, trying to make sure we have a bigger plan and really meet the needs of the external of the building on that. So we will be bringing some community members involved, as long as with some board members, to start planning that and really look at how do we meet the strategic plan with what we're doing in the district. Other than that, that's all I have. Does anybody have any? Oh, I got one more. I apologize. The IU and part of Dr. Kersey was looking to put a trip to the Milton Hershey School for admin and guidance counselors on there. It was scheduled for this month. We didn't have enough interest, so it got pushed back to the fall. But we do want to think that it's a great opportunity to show some staff members what's actually offered out there. They have a great program. We've had a couple of students that have gotten pretty far, haven't quite got into what they're doing with it. We continue to work, but it is an option for kids who are in need that facility can help. So in the fall, when we get that, hopefully we can take our guidance counselors and they can go out and really see what they have to know whether it'd be a fit for our students or not. Other than that, are there any other questions?
No.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I apologize for
No, don't. Okay, under board-related issues, any discussion on superintendent's evaluation? Administrative, secretarial evaluations, any discussion there? Appointment of Lenape JOC treasurer, any discussion there? Good. Attorney-client fee contract for social media litigation, any discussion on that? Okay. Any comment on, public comment on non-agenda items?
Bless you.
No? Okay. God bless you. All right, no comments. All right, a motion is needed to adjourn the meeting, 7:49 PM. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? All right, motion passes. Okay, we're going to call to order the Leechburg Area School District regular board meeting following the public work session agenda setting meeting at 6:30 PM at the Leechburg High School Library. I'm sorry, 7:57, I apologize. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, can we have a roll call, please?
Mr. Brady.
Here.
Mrs. Knight.
Here.
Mr. Left.
Here.
Mr. Wallace.
Here.
Mr. Paul.
Here.
Ms. Frank.
Here.
Ms. Stewart.
Here.
Here.
Any public comment on agenda items? No? Okay. All right, approval of meeting minutes. A motion is needed to approve the meeting minutes for the month of May 2026 as submitted.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Under action items for personnel, the 2026-2027 non-athletic supplements, a motion is needed to approve the following 2026-27 non-athletic supplements as submitted, pending successful completion of all required paperwork and clearances. Shell Pro Rock for the Art Club Junior Senior High, Angelus Ondish, Band Director, Craig Southern, Bible Club Advisor, Janine DeCapity, Chess Club, Logan Orange, Choral Director, Middle School, High School, Tiffany Nepshield, Class Advisor, Junior, Shell Pro Rock, Class Advisor, Junior, Ashley Mondell, Class Advisor for Seniors, Eve Hebrank, Class Advisor for Seniors, Michelle Ferretti, Community Service Coordinator, Jill Cericio, Department Chair, K through 5 Math, Nicole Silvis, Department Chair for Science, Anastasia Rekich, Department Chair, K to 12 Special Ed, Eve Hebrank, Department Chair, Math, Secondary, Ashley Mondell, Department Chair, ELA, Foreign Language, Scott Hooks, Department Chair, Social Studies, Shell Prorock, Department Chair, Arts, Anastasia Rekich, Detention Monitor, Elementary, Julie Julius, Detention Monitor, Elementary, Mary Deemer, Detention Monitor, Elementary, Craig Southern, Detention Moderator, Middle School, High School, Michael McKee, K to 5 Gifted, Alyssa Walls, Drama Club Sponsor, Winner. Okay. Alyssa Walls, Drama Club Sponsor, Spring. Nancy Torella, Drama Club Sponsor, Assistant, Winter. Nancy Torella, Drama Club Sponsor, Assistant for Spring. Ashley Mondell, Homecoming Sponsor. Madison Artman, Majorette, Color Guard. Amy Barley, Recycle Club Advisor. Angela Vigna, School Yearbook Advisor. Nicole Silvis, Science Club. Nancy Torella, Stage Manager. Janine DeCapity, Student Council, Junior High. Amy Barley, Student Council, Senior High. Rob Reams, Tyco Director. Tanya Sherbondi, Video Club Sponsor.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion
And
passes.
just so everybody knows, the ones that are open, we're still working on going for the August meeting so that we have an all filled to start the year.
Perfect, thank you. A motion is needed to approve the following 2026-27 athletic supplementals as submitted, pending successful completion of all required paperwork and clearances. Mark Duranchak, basketball girls coach, 7th and 8th grade, paid. Justin Amendola, basketball girls coach, 7th and 8th grade, paid. Justin Amendola, assistant varsity girls basketball, paid. John Allen Snyder, varsity football assistant coach, paid. Ryan Lightcap, varsity football assistant coach, volunteer.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. A motion is needed to recognize tenure status for Catherine Banicki and Courtney Shalecki Schramm.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. A motion is needed to accept the resignation of employee number 858 effective June 2nd, 2026. This is a retroactive approval.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. A motion is needed to accept the resignation of employee number 875 as submitted.
So moved.
So moved. I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. A motion is needed to approve the change for Lauren Brunlinger from part-time paraprofessional to full-time paraprofessional.
Motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. A motion is needed to accept the retirement of employee number 378 effective June 4th, 2026. This is a retroactive approval.
So moved. Second with regret. Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want
Thank
to
you.
thank that teacher for their time and work with our kids.
For sure, thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. A motion is needed to approve the payout of unused vacation days as submitted.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. A motion is needed to acknowledge receipt of the following financial reports and to ratify, approve the expenditures expressively set forth therein: cash receipts, profit and loss statement, food service expenditures, food service revenue, general fund expenditure, general fund revenue, general fund balance sheet report, student activity report, treasurer's report, check detail reports, and financial dashboard.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. A motion is needed to approve the 2026-2023 Aaron IU Elect Program Agreement as submitted.
2030.
I'm sorry, 2030, sorry.
Motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. That one's tabled. A motion is needed to approve the 2026 Government Software Services Agreement as submitted.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. A motion is needed to approve the LEA MOU as submitted.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. A motion is needed to approve the boiler PM contract with Huckstein as submitted.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. A motion is needed to approve Strongland with the roof repair over room 305 in the elementary building as submitted.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. A motion is needed to approve the 2026-27 general fund final budget for the LASD as submitted.
Motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Nay.
Nay.
Need a roll call vote.
Mr. Pauls,
No.
Ms. Stewart,
Yes.
Mr. Powney,
No.
Mr. Brady,
Yes.
Mrs. Knight,
Yes.
Mr. Levish,
Yes.
Mr. Lovelace,
Yes.
Ms. Rankin.
Yes. Okay, motion passes. A motion is needed to approve the 2026-27 tax levy resolution as submitted. This needs to be a roll call vote, please.
What's our homestead? The homestead.
We need a motion.
This is the tax levy resolution.
Yeah. A motion to approve the 2026 tax levy resolution.
Oh, we didn't have
So
a
moved.
motion yet?
Motion.
Second.
We need a roll call vote now, please.
Ms. Stewart?
Yes.
Mr. Townsend?
No.
Mr. Brady?
Yes.
Mrs. Knight?
Yes.
Mr. Leppish?
Yes.
Mr. Lovelace?
Yes.
Mr. Pauls?
Yes.
Ms. Rankin?
Yes. Okay, motion passes. A motion is needed to approve the 2026-27 Homestead Farmstead Resolution as submitted, presented upon agreement relating to millage rates. I need a motion, please.
Motion.
Second.
And can we please have a roll call vote for this?
Mr. Townsend?
Yes.
Mr. Brady?
Yes.
Mrs. Knight?
Yes.
Mr. Leppish?
Yes.
Mr. Lovelace?
Yes.
Mr. Pauls?
Yes.
Ms. Stewart?
Yes.
Ms. Rankin?
Yes. Okay, motion passes. A motion is needed to approve the 2026-27 Grade Point Resource Agreement as submitted.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. A motion is needed to approve an agreement with West Leechburg Borough for the grass cutting of the area around the baseball field by the borough workers at a cost of $600 a month for June, July, and August as submitted.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. A motion is needed to approve the 2026-27 Keystone Agenda and Policy Maintenance Agreement as submitted.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. A motion is needed to approve the 2026-27 Community Guidance Center Agreement as submitted.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. A motion is needed to approve the disposal of the roll-in printer as submitted.
Motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. A motion is needed to approve the disposal of the library books as submitted.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. A motion is needed to approve the disposal of the Kaiwa's floor cleaning machine as submitted.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. A motion is needed to combine and approve the field trip request 7.1 through 7.6 as submitted.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. A motion is needed to combine and approve the submitted facility use request 8.1 through 8.4 as submitted.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. A motion is needed to approve the 2025-2026 school term satisfactory rating for the superintendent of schools, Dr. David Keebler.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Yeah, thank you. A motion is needed to approve the evaluations and recommended salaries of the administration and secretaries for the 2026-2027 school year.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. A motion is needed to approve the appointment of Darlene Smell as treasurer of the Lenape Joint Operating Committee as submitted.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. A motion is made to authorize the district to enter into an attorney-client fee contract with the France Law Group, ALPC 402 West Broadway, Suite 860, San Diego, California, 92101, and Dylan McCandless, King, Coulter, and Graham, LLP, 128 West Cunningham Street, Butler, Pennsylvania, 16001, for the commencement of a legal action against the social media companies Meta, TikTok, YouTube, etc. Said action shall be for the purpose of claiming money damages. The attorney-client fee contract shall provide for a contingent fee of 25% of any recovery. Expenses needed to fund the litigation shall be advanced by France Law Group, APLC, and deducted from any recovery. The district shall not be responsible for any fee or cost reimbursement in the event that there is no recovery in action. The school board president and/or the district superintendent are authorized to sign the attorney-client fee contract.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Any public comment on non-agenda items? No? Okay, the next meeting, the combined public work session, regular board meeting, will be at the Leechburg High School Library on Wednesday, August 5th, 2026, at 6:30 PM. And a motion is needed to adjourn the meeting at 8:13 PM.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Okay, we are adjourned.
I'll send everybody an email tomorrow.